All right, guys, what's going on? It's Freestyle Friday. I'm looking at my green tape. I think I'm in the frame. I do not know. Wearing my
Jacob's getting pretty
my CrossFit Mayhem shirt with Rich Froning with a shotgun American flag. Dino's
Are you wearing rollerblades?
I think it's just the shadow.
It looks like rollerblades.
I like the shirt. That was
What am I wearing? Tony Blair, Human Weapon.
Human Weapon. And then Jake with the 2012 throwback, the Asia Barto shirt. Shout out to Asia for being a really big person that does CrossFit. We saw the movie Austin Powers, and there was a point in which, what's the bald guy's name? Dr. Evil yells during the Maury show or Jerry Springer show, "I'm taking over the world!" We thought that was a funny depiction of what we're trying to do, because we're not technically trying to take over the world, but our goal is to create our product in a way that would have traction all over the world, so we can have people represent our lifestyle, your lifestyle, all over the globe, maybe even in space. Who knows? They're saying with that new person that
Space Cowboys.
no, but they're saying that who's this new company that makes the sick cars that
Tesla.
Tesla. So the guy has that. He wants to move to Mars in like 5 years.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the time frame is.
So it's like 10 years.
10 years. Anyways, when that happens, you'll see these sunglasses on Mars. Okay.
Oh yeah, speaking of these sunglasses.
Be a care package up there.
Coffee Club next month. We'll be getting these beauties. Look at that blue oil stain lens. Logo on one side, because two sides is basic, so we went one side. So that's how we roll.
That was definitely the plan. That's how we do it. Okay, so we have a new introduction. So our sports almanac, the guy that's usually behind the camera who gives us sports information, is Jacob. Jacob works for us. We think he does. He's in his office a lot on the computer. Sometimes we don't know what he's doing, but he knows sports facts. So my assumption is he's on SportsCenter 24/7 here at the warehouse and does nothing besides look up sports facts, which is okay because it comes in handy during the Freestyle Friday shows.
He also looks up sport parody videos on YouTube.
That's true. Okay, so he's a big sport parody guy. He's a sports guy.
It's all true.
So we hired an analyst. He also is technically our director of sales when it comes to the
He's
wholesale
Stephen A. Smith of CK.
of bars and coffee.
It's flip-flops.
So yeah, but it is important that he doesn't know sports because, Jacob, how many teams right now currently in the NBA are utilizing our bar or have had our bar at their facilities? Can you name the teams?
Right now, we've had two for the whole season: the Thunder and the Warriors.
You say the Thunder and the Warriors?
Yeah, conference finals.
No big deal.
So to the Final Four teams.
So you could say that the West Coast Finals was the C&K series.
You could
Yes, it absolutely was.
Okay.
It was a battle of the bars.
Battle of the Bars.
Battle of the Barns. And then the Dallas Mavericks have, since their season was over, have ordered some.
Shout out Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, yeah. We're interested. And then a couple other teams.
Potential Vice President Mark Cuban for either
party.
Either party.
Either party. We sent out a few other samples to other teams too, like the Rockets and the Celtics, and
The Rockets just did a reorder for samples, right?
Right, they want to provide it to their rookie minicamp for this summer in like early fall. So
You said there was a Team USA coach as well that works with one of the organizations, also with Team USA basketball, and he said that he's been willing to be kind of adamant about our bars, or at least tell people what happened there. What's that relationship?
Right, I believe it's Casey Smith, I think is his last name. He's the trainer for the Mavericks, but he also doubles with Team USA in basketball. He's been to like 2 of the last 3 Olympics, I think. So he's got a lot of connections all over the NBA. Loves our stuff. He was happy to be able to provide the bars for the staff and the team there. And he's also offered to help us out with anything if we need. So we're exploring some opportunities there and seeing what we can do.
And it's cool too. So one of the things that I want to focus on before I get to some questions for Jacob and for Dean is that jokingly we say we want to take over the world to do things. I think that what we really want to do is make an impact on the world. And if you look at an example of what we're able to do, grew up watching sports. I grew up in the era, the early or later 80s is when I was born, so I got to watch a lot of basketball, a lot of the Dream Team,
Jordan
96 Jordan era. You watched a lot of basketball, you love sports as well. But if you think about it, we had the purpose of this business to provide quality goods, quality without sacrifice, for people that live the same lifestyle of us. So whether that's training or competing or working out, whatever it is, we want to make good products. So we come up with this idea of making this bar strictly for training because we knew it would help people. But I don't think that I ever thought, or I don't know if you ever thought, that it would actually be in the hands of a National Basketball Association to some of the top players in the world, and they'd be eating our bars and liking it. I remember when we got one of the emails from the Oklahoma City Thunder from the chef who originally contacted us with the bars, said he taste sampled these to a lot of the players, and that Kevin Durant loves the chocolate peppermint bar. I remember being in the airport.
That was weird.
Yeah,
weird. Surreal.
Weird. I remember being in the airport when I got that email and I heard that he liked it or had even tried it, and I think what really hit me is that we're very average people. I'm not saying that to demean us, but there's nothing extremely special about us. We're very hard workers, but we were able to have that kind of an impact and get our bars in the hands of some of the best athletes and hopefully be able to aid them in their training and things that they're doing. And we watched those sports and those things that inspire so many people. So when you're talking about making an impact in the world, I think that's extremely awesome. And so if you're someone out there that has an entrepreneurial spirit, or you think that you want to do something, or you're someone who thinks that you can't, utilize, think again. Utilize our company as an example of, if you believe in something, you work hard for it, you can have an impact. The work hard part's very important, but having passion towards what you do is huge. And so having passion leads me up to this. A few questions for Dean, a few questions for Jacob. For Dean, passion. Chief of Operations here, overseeing the warehouse, head of design. We have a new product that came out. We came out with a YouTube video talking about it. How is the best way to utilize these new training shorts that we have? You kind of talked about your inspiration behind the design. And we kind of talked about it in the last YouTube video, but where do you personally use the new shorts that released today?
I've trained in them multiple times. I love them for training. Sometimes it could be a little hot, but you're training, you're sweating, you don't really even notice. I mean, they are sweat pant material, so they are more of a comfort first, cooling second, I guess. And they're not or not at all for cooling you down, but they're super comfortable, super flexible, so they're great training short. They're gonna last. They're not gonna rip like a what's it called? Like a tight material.
Or like a thin material.
They're thick enough to where they're gonna be able to handle the abuse.
If you're cycling cleans, it's not gonna tear a hole in them.
Exactly. So that's a good plus for them. But there's a great short. They're lightweight, but they're thick. They're not too thin. They're solid short. I mean, I use them for just chilling at the house. Saturdays, perfect Saturday short if you don't want to train in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going to the grocery store, going out to lunch, whatever.
And you're talking about a lot of these products. We just kind of talked about how our passion that designs the fabric of our company. If you look at also an outward expression of Dean's artistic ability, I don't know if you've seen a lot lately on our Instagram posts. A lot of those pictures are not me, even though I run the Instagram. It's creative pictures that Dean's are taking the product, and he bought all this spray paint, and he's like, guys, I need to spend some money on some spray paint, and I got a sick idea for a photo or some photos, and we're like, all right, do what you gotta do. And then he comes out with this sick mural. He has a canvas. Danny said that he had a shirt over his face and was out there spray painting, and then comes out with this sick thing, and then I go in the outside bathroom, and you have art everywhere. What has been, I didn't notice you put 3 canvases up of artwork. What has been this inspiration in your life towards creativity? I mean, it's one thing to be able to design clothes and then have them have traction and be cool. It's another thing to be able to go I'm gonna go graffiti today, or I'm gonna go make this today, or I'm gonna draw this today. When I think about things, I can't articulate the way my mind works and put it on paper, but you can do that. When did you know you had that talent, and then how do you express that?
Well, as far as I don't know, I've always been into drawing as a kid. I'm not very good at drawing either, that's the thing. But I can learn really fast. If I see something, I can probably duplicate it pretty good. Mm-hmm. Or
that was me in high school. I'm a good cheater.
It's not necessarily you know what I mean. Yeah. But I can. If someone said, "Hey, draw this," and if they gave me that picture, I could probably do it. I can without tracing it physically. I can
see things.
Go from my mind to the paper, with an example. But I've always been pretty good at that, and also I'm a quick learner when it comes to even graffiti stuff. I started doing graffiti for fun recently, and I've already gotten pretty good at it as far as the actual font of drawing graffiti stuff. So I don't know, it's just kind of been a weird little thing. I don't know, it's just thinking about just creating ideas for the products that basically I had the idea for the backdrop for the pictures, that I'm going to use like randomly. Just kind of give the page a different look. Give it so it's not the same boring like white backdrop that everybody does. Why don't you switch it up? Do something that only we have done. You know what I mean? Like how many times have you seen a crazy color wheel with CK stencils or any company stencils on a backdrop for a shirt? Never. So basically, kind of.
I know it was even going on.
Yeah, no, it's kind of more just like to separate ourselves from just like the same old stuff you see all the time. It's got to be different, and like we're not afraid to try different things, and we're not afraid to do what we like. That's how we got to where we are today. So I think it's just kind of just letting myself be creative and not getting stuck in a routine as far as like what's accepted and what isn't. So I kind of just go with it, go with the flow, go with the roll.
And I think the other thing too is kind of interesting. So you have three pairs. You have 3 pairs of Ultra Boost. Is that what they're called? Mm-hmm. Shoe that's commonly worn by like Justin Bieber, Kanye West, which makes sense because you always have all the cool stuff. We talk about that all the time. I go into your office today, and you're cutting them with an X-Acto knife. Mm-hmm. And what is the purchase value of those shoes if you were to get them when they were released? Is what?
Well, they're like $180.
And then if you were to resell them now, technically, what's
you could probably resell them for close to $300.
And you cut them.
Yeah, customizing them.
So for me, it looks like cutting.
Yeah.
He's in there with a knife and he's cutting his shoes apart. And I know they're around $300. So what are you doing?
I'm basically doing what's called decaging a pair of Ultra Boosts. Was basically you take off of the plastic sidewalls that hold the shoelaces, and then you thread your own shoelaces into the actual mesh material itself. So it turns it into more of like a Yeezy style like slip-on shoe with laces still.
Okay.
So it turns it into more of just like, instead of a running shoe, it's more of now a comfort style point shoe, if that makes sense. So it's just kind of a thing people are doing in the shoe world, I guess, shoe customizing world, and I want to try it, so I did. Simple as that.
But it's like,
that's
how Dean rocks it.
So it's, I don't know, it's fun. I don't know, if I mess it up, you know what, like, kind of sucks because they are expensive. But if anybody's ever worn a pair of Adidas Ultra Boosts, shout out to Adidas, but it's the most comfortable, most advanced running shoe technology on the planet right now. It's the most comfortable shoe you can possibly own, and I'm a huge Nike supporter. I'm a Nike fan for life. That's my favorite company as far as shoes and stuff go and clothes, but like Adidas is just trumping everybody with that Ultra Boost. That Ultra Boost is no joke.
I like that. Well, next up on the chopping board, literally the chopping board, is Jake. Jake came out here and he's moved from Mississippi. We talked about him before. It's Freestyle Friday. Jake has a goal. We all have a goal company-wide. Dean's like 24/7, 365. Dean has 8 abs, which is ridiculous all the time. My abs fluctuate.
I got flex abs only right now.
Yeah, but my abs fluctuate.
I only got flex abs right now. I don't have them just like out in the open.
I only have flex 2 abs. Like I only have 2 abs if I flex. Danny stays pretty lean year-round. Like he does
eats
all right.
really good. But he always looks the same.
But he doesn't have...
Not a bad way.
No,
he always is in good shape.
He's lean. But he doesn't have abs that like pop like...
I think I just think to myself how like the kind of shit that I eat.
Yeah.
And like the amounts of stuff that I eat and like carbs and stuff wise. And I like to think that like I'm not like heavy from it. But Danny just like always has this even cool of like the same physical strength look to him.
You know what I mean? Well, I say too. So Jacob comes out here. The lice has been in a while since like high school. You said.
Yeah, but early college.
Early college. So he's been killing on the shredder diet, or at least kind of monitoring his food.
We saw it.
What's it been like, Jacob, moving out here and kind of completely changing your life, following the shred diet? Abs are bust for the CrossFit Games, and you're training. How's things going?
I mean, it's going pretty good. It was a struggle just coming here and not being like, y'all are from here. Y'all have your own homes. Y'all live with your significant other. I was just kind of renting a place, so it's a lot of like, I don't really have a kitchen or like a stock of food that I can go to. So it was a lot of eating out. Mm-hmm. So I knew I needed to make a change. I've always been bad with my eating as far as like being strict and staying on a plan. So, when Chris helped us out with the shredder, it's been
5-star.
5-star. I've been eating all my meals here pretty much, and it's been pretty consistent as far as like during the week especially. But it's just really moving out here, like it was just really tough. I don't know, like it wasn't as hard as it was back home for instance, because like this is the culture we live in. So
yeah,
just ready to go.
Okay. All right. So we're Freestyle Friday. So I'm freestyling. We have 3 minutes left. I just had to check the time.
You're out of focus right now. They can't even see your face.
Oh, that's all right. Well, hey, we're freestyling it. So with 3 minutes left, power hour, Jacob.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to eat if you have to stay on the shred?
Favorite thing on the shred?
Remember, you gotta stay in the camera.
Yeah.
Favorite thing on the shred's probably like sirloin steak, top sirloin steak's pretty lean.
He's been killing the steaks lately.
Yeah, he's taking
Yeah, I mean it's probably not as good as chicken, but I just put some salt on it and it's good. You know.
Oh yeah,
Do what
pump
I
up the
gotta
sodium.
do. Yeah, dude, you just gotta do what you gotta
You have to eat a lot of sodium for it to have an impact.
do. Yeah,
Okay, Jacob.
yeah.
Me, Danny, Dean are with you. Okay? You have to pick one person to save you, one person to fight for you, and one person to get you out of jail.
What's
was in what
save
order?
and getting out of jail? That's the same thing.
No, you could save someone and they could be still go to jail.
Fight for you, and then
Someone get you out of jail.
someone get me out of jail. I think I'd just pick you to fight because you'd be crazy enough to do that.
Yep,
And
that's
then
me.
I think Danny would have an inventive way to get out of jail, and then Dean would save me from probably making a stupid decision.
There you go. All right, it's a good look.
Yeah.
All right, you're on a stranded island.
I would probably keep him from even committing the fault. That would even get. You sure you want to do that? No, that's kind of Danny. That might be Danny.
I don't know, maybe.
Are we sure we want to do that?
Dude, Dean's gonna put in a call to his attorney and be like, "Yo, we gotta get Jake out." What's that guy's name? You got?
Smoking Joe Farina?
Danny's probably
Dean's got some attorney on speed dial that can get him out of anything. Not that he
He's a
does anything bad.
family friend. It's, well, he's
Are
like
you
one of the-
Italian?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on a deserted island. Okay, Jacob.
Yeah.
You're stuck either with a woman, right? Not in a sexist way, just like a girl in general.
Where are you going with this?
Or your favorite places to eat, full access anytime. Do you choose to have the rest of your life with that woman? Or no woman, but whatever you want to eat at any one of the top restaurants?
But is there food on the island?
Nope.
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe you could find
I'd
like
probably.
indigenous food.
Like, there's fish in the water.
I'd probably rather take the girl and then just like make some stuff happen with like the
Finding
food, yeah.
food.
fruits and nuts and stuff.
You're not going, anytime you want to eat, best restaurants in the world, you're
Who's,
sacrificing
you're
who's
on an
working all
island.
these restaurants?
You're on an
the
island.
workers.
Then you can't have any of them be your friend?
They're
or
all
whatever?
dudes.
You're on an island. I mean, you can fish.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
And you have somebody to help you.
Yeah.
All right, that's
you warm.
Jacob's pick.
Yeah.
All right.
Freestyle Friday.
See ya. That was a funny one. Do we have time to
Oh, we're still recording. Got a minute 40 left.
Let me tell you something real quick. This ain't a weight that you need. This is a life thing. It ain't about the weights. The weights are a metaphor, bitch.